Hi there, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for June 24th through to the 30th. Okay, that's the last week of June there for you, Gemini. We're going to do a reading there for you today. My name is Nay from Soul and Lunar Tarot by Nay. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread for you today, but first we're going to get 3 oracle cards that are going to give us a little bit of an idea of what's going on for you. If this doesn't resonate today, check out your other signs, your moon, rising or Venus. We'll be posting all of those readings over the next few days. We'll be doing readings for you once a week, so make sure when you subscribe you press that little notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a reading for you. Okay, let's get into this for you, hey Gemini. If you do want a private reading also, just check out my description box there. It's got my email address. You can shoot me an email and we'll get that organised for you. Okay, Gemini. What's going on for you in this last week of June? What's going on for Gemini in the last week of June? Happy birthday to all the Geminis out there who have had their birthday last week or this week. Okay, let's see. Recent past, we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So that's about self-discipline there, Gemini. You might have been working on yourself, doing some self-discipline over the past few weeks. Okay, in the near future energy, we have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay, so that's great. And discipline is to not make that same mistake again. Not that there are many mistakes. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and it's usually a learning opportunity. Okay, so don't ever see things as a mistake. Just think of it as a learning opportunity. And your current energy is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, so that's making that, being disciplined enough to make that movement, to be able to make that change. Okay, on the bottom of the deck there today for you, Gemini, we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Everybody does. That's right. You need to embrace those gifts that you have, Gemini. And you need to feel good about yourself and know that you are capable of this. Okay. Here we go, Gemini. Let's get the Celtic cross out there for you. We're going to use the modern day witch tarot today. And then we've also got the smaller deck of the Modern Day Witch Tarot to clarify within the reading. Okay, here we go. Strongest energy for Gemini for the last week of June, please. Strongest energy for all the card placements for Gemini over the next week. Okay, here we go. Strongest overall energy. Strongest crossing energy. Strongest recent past energy. Strongest crowning energy, strongest near future energy, strongest foundational energy. How's Gemini showing up in the world this week? What's the personal situation surrounding Gemini? What's the biggest challenge for Gemini this week? And what's the most likely outcome for Gemini? Okay, Gemini, on the bottom of the deck there we have the Page of Cups. So that could be an apology, either you apologising to somebody or somebody apologising to you. Can also be about something unexpected happening, new energy coming into your life that's light and fun and flirty and with small amounts of love attached to it. Okay, and it can also be about a child if you have a child. Okay, it can be about somebody younger than you. We'll find out more as we go through the reading. Okay, your strongest current energy at the moment there, Gemini, is the Knight of Swords. So that is a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius card. Okay, that's about fast-moving energy. Somebody taking very fast action towards something. Sometimes they take such fast action and it can be quite aggressive, and it can also be something that they do without thinking, or that they say without thinking, because swords can represent communication, okay, and thoughts, and this is about taking action on thoughts or communication, but it's very fast and it can be aggressive. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. Okay, crossing that energy, so that could be you there, Gemini. Okay, going in to talk to somebody or to say something to somebody or take action about something, but you're in quite a bit of a hurry and you might not have thought it through properly. Okay. Then crossing that is the Seven of Cups. It's about a choice. Okay, you're charging in to make a choice. Maybe this is telling you don't rush in to make a choice, an emotional choice. Okay, don't rush into it. Okay, in the recent past, we have the King of Cups. Yes, that's about your emotions. The King of Cups does feel very deeply. Okay, his emotions run very deeply, but he does not always express his emotions, or she doesn't always express her emotions. Okay, but that can be a person in the recent past there for you. It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but it doesn't have to be one of those signs. Okay, then in your near future, in your crowning thoughts, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, that's about independence and solitude. That's a very solitude sort of independent energy. Okay, but it's also about abundance and about the pentacle world, about your money and about things down here in the 3D. Okay, things that are grounded and down to earth, and it can be about doing well financially on your own, being very independent, and that's what's in your crowning thoughts at the moment. You're wanting to be very independent. Okay, and it can be about your money. Okay, in the near future, we have the Seven of Pentacles. That's about reflection and assessment. Okay, sevens are. So that's you. You've planted that pentacle and you've grown it, you've nurtured it, you put time and energy into it. But now you're standing there and you're thinking, has this been worth it? All the energy and all of the time that I've put into this, has it been worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? As I've heard other readers say. Okay. So that's in the near future for you. You're going to be assessing what it is that you've grown here. Okay. Let's have a look and see. Now, in your foundation energy, we have the Page of Wands. That can be about communication coming in that's going to make you very happy. And it can be joyous communication. Okay, somebody that's very happy and excited to talk to you can put you in a mood where you're very happy and excited. It can be a flirty sort of energy. So that's in your foundation there. It is also very young energy. So it can be somebody younger than you. It can also be somebody who's immature. Okay, and it can also be a child if you have a child. Because this is a face card and it is in your foundational energy. It could be you. You could be a younger person, and that could be you being excited about going on a new adventure, but you're not quite sure exactly where or what you want to do, but you know you want to go on one. And look, we do have that Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So that's two young energies there. Okay. One about emotions and one about fire and passion. Okay. And let's have a look how you're showing up in the world at the moment, Gemini, is the Queen of Cups. Okay, people view you as somebody who's very loving and caring and who is also very tapped into your intuition. Okay, so, but you're very loving and caring. You've got to be careful if you are coming across as a Queen of Cups, because sometimes the Queen of Cups, she just keeps filling other people's cups, and her cup runs dry because she doesn't always think to fill her own cup. Okay, so just be careful if you're doing that. But people do view you as very loving and caring. Okay, in the person or the situation surrounding you, we have the Eight of Wands. That's very fast-moving energy, just like that Knight of Swords there. Okay, it's the same sort of energy. This is just like so fast that, you know, like picture somebody skydiving, their face is like wobbling everywhere. That's just so fast, the energy, you know, they're moving so fast through the air. It's that sort of energy. Can also be known as the Cupid's arrows or the rockets of love. Okay, it's all about communication too, or going on a trip, this one. I do see the person on a motorbike on this one, so you could be going on a trip. I don't see this as a person surrounding you because it's not a face card, so I see this as a situation. So you might be going traveling, or you might be having lots and lots and lots of communication with somebody. Okay, and I think that whoever it is that you're communicating with, it is got to do with emotions and passion, and I think that it's something that you have put a lot of time and energy into with this person, and you're assessing it. Maybe that's why maybe you're not so happy with what you're assessing, and that's why you're charging in the Knight of Swords sort of energy. We do have a true pair here, though. We do have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This could be a person in your recent past, and this could be you. Okay, so there is a lot of love here. Let's see, in your challenge position, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so that's just telling me that your challenge is to look at things objectively and logically, okay? That's your challenge at the moment, is to see things clearly and to look at things objectively. The King of Swords is somebody who's very cerebral and thinks about things. But your challenge could also be to not be too aloof and to not be too cold, because the King of Swords can be a little bit aloof and a little bit cold and not so in touch with their emotions. But I don't think that is your challenge at the moment, because I see you here in touch with your emotions. Okay, so I think it's about looking at things objectively and seeing things in a logical way. Okay, don't just go with your heart with everything. Your challenge is to also use your head. Okay, so in your outcome, we have the World. That's a completion. Okay, the completion of a cycle. There's Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio on this card. Okay, so this is about something coming to an end, a completion. Pardon me, a completion of a cycle, a successful completion of a cycle. Okay, with the World, that's an accomplishment. So we'll find out more when we clarify. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking here that you with this King of Swords, I think it goes along with this failure card here. I think that you need to understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, and this is you taking that time out to think about that, like you are doing here. You're taking time out to think about it, and you're learning from that situation. That's your challenge at the moment, is to learn from this situation. What have you learnt when you've been doing this, when you've grown this, when you've done this in your Pentacle world? What have you learnt from that? Okay, here we go. Let's find out, why is the Knight of Swords here for Gemini in the last week of June? Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Seven of Pentacles can be an energy too of just something taking a long time and things being very slow and almost at a standstill. And in this change card here in the current energy, it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, so that means you can't just stand still for too long. You do have to have movement for things to grow. And that's what this is here. This situation, it requires you to have movement. Okay? And that's what you're doing here. You are moving, but don't move too fast that you don't think about things before you make that choice. Okay, otherwise it might lead to something that you consider a failure, but it won't be a failure, it'll just be a lesson. Okay, but whatever it is, you do have an accomplishment out of it, so don't get too worried about that. You are accomplishing something. Okay, and that is, I think, whatever it is that you learn from this, you accomplish that. Okay, why is the Knight of Swords here for Gemini? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Gemini? And we have the Nine of Wands. So you're feeling a little bit like the wounded warrior, and that's maybe why you've jumped on your horse and you're racing off. Okay? And that's what I think where this failure comes in. Okay? You're feeling a little bit wounded, and you've got your boundaries up. And you might be ready to defend yourself with words there. You're ready to sort of stand up for yourself. And let's see, on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. There we go. That's the counterpart to the King of Swords there. And the Queen of Swords, she'll listen. She'll have a conversation. But if you say something that is not true, the Queen of Swords will just cut you straight out. So that's you willing to have that conversation. You're feeling a little bit wounded. You're feeling a little bit like you got your boundaries up, but you're still willing to have that conversation there. Okay, but you won't take any bull. If somebody does try and come in and lie to you or manipulate you, you're just going to go, nah, enough. You're just going to cut them down. Okay, so the King of Cups. Who is this King of Cups in the recent past? Just because it's a male on the card or a female on the cards doesn't mean that it's a male or a female that you're dealing with. It's the energy, okay? So who is this King of Cups in the recent past here? We have the Magician. Maybe it is somebody who's tried to manipulate you, or it's somebody that you had manifested, or they have tried to manifest you. My puppy dog's a bit cranky out there. There's a cat that keeps keeps annoying him. Okay, we have the Six of Swords there. That's moving on from that, okay? Moving on from that drama and into calmer waters. So something happened to you in love in the recent past where I think somebody did try to manipulate you, and you've moved on from that. Okay, you've disciplined yourself enough to go, that's not healthy for me, that's not good, I'm moving on. Because that's in the recent past there too. I see how that connects with that discipline card there. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay, so you can also manifest. What you manifest and what you put your mind to is what you manifest, and you're moving towards that. So it can also be a manifestation in love that you're moving towards. Okay, why is the Nine of Pentacles here? That will be different for different Gemini out there. There's quite a few of you. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Okay, we've got the Nine of Cups, 2 nines, 99. Nines mean anything to you. 99 means anything to you. Nines represent independence and solitude. And there you go. You've got another card of independence and solitude, which is the Nine of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is about being financially independent. And the Nine of Cups is about being emotionally independent. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not in a relationship. It just means that you're not reliant on somebody financially or emotionally. Okay, you're not codependent and you're not reliant on somebody financially. So that's fantastic there, Gemini. You stand on your own 2 feet. You look after yourself emotionally and financially. Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups again, which is you showing up here. That's how you are showing up in the world, the Queen of Cups, okay? So that is you up here. You're being independent, okay? You are filling your own cup. That's what tells me that there. So what I was worried about here is that you might not be filling your own cup, but I see here that you are. You're filling your own cup emotionally with the Nine of Cups. You're not relying on anyone else to do it. And you're also looking after yourself pentacle-wise. So you are being very smart and using your intuition, and you're looking out for yourself there, Gemini. That's great. So over here, I'm gonna say that I do think here you're manifesting love for yourself and moving on to calmer waters, okay? And that's the calmer water up there that you're moving on to. That's in your crowning thoughts and what you're manifesting. That's how I connect those two together, because you manifest from here, and here's a manifestation card. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we didn't clarify those Seven of Cups there. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups, the crossing card. What is this choice or this confusion? It could be confusion here because you're racing in to have a conversation about something that you're a little bit, you're feeling a little bit anxious about. You feel like you're the wounded warrior, and the Queen of Swords is all about having honest communication. So I think that you're maybe a bit confused in an emotional matter, and you're having a conversation with somebody about it. And it could have been this King of Cups back here you're having a conversation with. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Is it about choices, or is it about being confused? Let's see. We have the Five of Wands. It's about confusion. Okay? That's about having a lot of people trying to stick their energy in, put their 10 cents worth in, who might be interfering in your matters or in a relationship. On the bottom of the deck there, we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's about a relationship, about a family. Okay, somebody's trying to stick their 10 cents worth in, and it's confusing the situation. It could be a friend of yours who's saying something to you, is confusing you and making you want to go and have this conversation with a partner that you have, with a family member. Okay, why is the Seven of Pentacles here in the near future? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here in the near future? Okay, we have the Six of Cups. So that can be about something from your past. It can be about thinking about your past, reminiscing about your past, being nostalgic about your past. It can be somebody from a past life coming in. But I think it's got to do with your growth, your personal growth, I think. Because it's next to the Seven of Pentacles here too, where you're growing something in both of these. I think it's about you reflecting and assessing something from the past. You're looking back at it and you're thinking, was it worth it? This was when it was the Six of Cups. This is when it's the Seven. Is it worth it? On the bottom of the deck we have, the Devil. It's something that maybe you're feeling that you're not getting back out of it what you've put into it. And it's something to do with your past. We're going to just put that like this, I think. Could be a Capricorn for you. The Devil is major arcana for Capricorn. I'll just be in 1 second there, Gemini. I'm just going to see what he's barking at. Sorry about that, Gemini. Okay. Now we're going to clarify the Page of Wands here. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here in Gemini's foundation? Who is this person in Gemini's foundation? Why is the Page of Wands here? Okay, the Page of Wands is clarified by the Page of Wands. Okay. So it's definitely... and there's the Ace of Wands. That's what the Page of Wands is holding there. I think this is about you. You're building a new foundation and you're excited about it. Okay, and the universe is backing you. They're giving you this creative inspiration. They're giving you that spark of energy to be able to create this new foundation. And I'm thinking that going by this near future here, I think you're choosing to not grow and continue whatever this is. And it's something from your past. You're choosing not to grow it anymore and not to put any more effort into it because it's not working out. I think it's controlling your life, and I think you're assessing and realizing that it's not going anywhere. So you're not going to put your energy into it anymore, and you've got a creative new inspiration for something else that you'd like to do instead. And that's you taking that Ace of Wands and going on that new adventure and creating that new foundation. Something else you're going to put that energy into and work towards. I wonder what that is. Because, yeah, see, that's that completion there. But that is a completion, an achievement. Well, here it says too, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So that could be the achievement, is that you've had this, which is what you consider a mistake. Okay, and you're choosing not to go on with it, and you've learned something from it, which is the completion, which is what you've achieved. You've achieved learning a lesson. That's what I'm going to say there. And now you are starting something new. Okay, why is the Queen of Cups here? We might actually, let's just get one more card. What is this new exciting adventure that you're going on? What's it about? It'll be different for all of you though. It's something you're strategizing about. That's all I can say. I don't see that. That can be the card also of lying, cheating or stealing, but I don't see you doing that. I think that you're strategizing about this new exciting beginning. It doesn't want us to know. Plus also this is a general reading and there's many of you out there, so it could be different for each person. Okay. Something you're putting a lot of strategy into. Because this time you're thinking it through. You don't want to end up putting a heap of energy into something that's not going to work. And that's what you're doing here. You're strategizing. You're thinking about it, which is what I was saying earlier. That makes sense now. Okay, so that's your challenge, is to really think about what it is that you're going to start new. Okay, really, really think about it so that you don't end up in a situation where you've put a lot of time and energy into something where you don't get anything, where it doesn't work out the way you want it to. It's not that you didn't get anything from it because you've learned something from it, okay? But you want something to be more successful next time round. Okay, Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? The world sees you at the moment as the Queen of Cups. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. Okay, so somebody sees you. The Queen of Cups is very in touch with her intuition. She's very intuitive. And so is the High Priestess. She's like the next level up from the Queen of Cups. She is very intuitive. She can bring down. See behind that veil there is the higher spiritual realm, And the High Priestess can bring information from that through down to the 3D. Okay, and that's what intuition is. And that's you at the moment. You're very intuitive. Follow your intuition at the moment, Gemini. Follow your intuition at the moment. You're very intuitive at the moment. Okay. Yes, there we go. Because you're going to be you're going to be victorious and successful this time. You're going to have more victory than ever, and you're going to move, and it's going to happen fast. Fast energy, fast energy, fast energy. Okay, things are happening quickly there for you, Gemini. It's going to be very victorious and successful, but you have to use your willpower to make this happen. You have to want this. This is Major Arcana for Cancer, and this is Major Arcana for Pisces. Okay, why is the Eight of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the Eight of Wands here for Gemini? This fast energy. Is Gemini taking a trip? Because this can also be going on a trip as well. So you may decide to go away somewhere. You may decide to go on a trip there. Gemini, you might be going traveling. Let's see, why is the Eight of Wands here? Okay, the Ten of Swords. So that goes back to where you were, the Nine of Wands here. This is maybe what you'll wound from, the situation that you're wounded from. It happened very quickly. I hope you haven't had an accident at all. There's motorbikes in both of these, and they can be about travelling, and that can be about a painful ending. I hope you haven't had an accident and you're recovering from that. Let's see. The Page of Cups. Where did we see that? That was on the bottom of the deck over here. Page of Cups. So that can be an apology coming in. Somebody's going to apologise. There's going to be lots of communication. That's what this is. Lots of communication back and forward about an apology from somebody who hurt you in the past. Okay, I think that might be the King of Cups over here. And that's who you're wanting to talk to here. I think that person has hurt you, and I think they're going to try and apologise to you. I think they really, really hurt you. Okay, the King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here in your challenge? Judgment. Yeah. Somebody is coming in wanting to apologise. Okay. And you're making a judgment call on them. That's Major Arcana for Libra. You're making a judgment. You're deciding whether you're going to stick with your old life or move on to your new life, whether you're going to forgive them and let them stay in your life, or if you're going to cut them out and move on into something new. And I think that's what you're doing here too. I think that this is all about this person. Okay? It could be another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius you're dealing with, because we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. We do have the Queen and King of Cups here too. There is a lot of love in the situation. But I see you moving on. Okay. Oh, the bottom of the deck. We didn't take the bottom of the deck here for the King of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to work on it. But you're choosing whether or not you want to or not. That's your challenge, is to choose whether you make that decision, which can be that also that confusion here, but you're making a choice, whether or not you want to work on this and put the work into it. You've already put so much work into it. That's what you're assessing here, and I think that you're realising it's not worth it. Maybe you're putting in a lot more work than what this person is. Tell us about the World. Why is the World card here? Yeah, this is telling you to look at this situation and to make this choice from your mind, not from your heart. Okay, because sometimes it's the Queen of Cups, which is how you're showing up here. The Queen of Cups can also be somebody who can be easily taken advantage of, because they're so loving and so giving, and they'll just give another chance and then another chance and another chance. They can be taken advantage of. You know, you need to be sometimes a little bit more in Queen of Swords and King of Swords mode, where you look at things from a logical perspective. Okay, and go, okay, is this just going to keep happening? Am I just going to be putting all this energy into something that's going nowhere? Okay, because I think this has happened before in the past. Okay, why is the World here? Why is the world here? And that might be what the failure is. The failure could be a relationship that hasn't worked out. And you're learning from that. You've given it chance after chance. And you're realizing, no, I need to go and move on to something new. I need to be smart and strategize this time and do what's good for me. And you need to complete this. And you've seen that relationship and thought of it as a failure, but it's not, because you have learnt from it. And now you're moving on from it, okay? What's the world here? What's this completion and this new start? We're going to take the top card for the completion, what you've completed. And the bottom card is going to be what you're heading towards, which is what I see here, this new beginning. Tell us about the ending of the cycle and the beginning of the new. Top card is the end of the cycle. Bottom card is the start of the new. Okay. Yeah, it's the ending of being breadcrumbed. Okay? That's what I feel here. You're just like, look, they're not giving as much as what you give. And you're standing here going, look at all this I've put in and I'm not getting any, where's the reciprocity? Okay? And this person's going to be, oh, I'm so sorry I hurt you and I didn't give as much. And you're going to go into your King of Swords mode and your Queen of Swords mode. And you're going to think about it from a logical point of view instead of, oh, but I love them. Queen of Swords mode, okay? Okay, bottom of the deck, what you're moving towards, the moon. Okay, so that's things that you can't quite see clearly. You don't know the universe doesn't want you to know the path of where you're going. Okay? It wants you to make the choice first. It's not telling us. The moon is when we don't see things clearly and it's hidden from us. Okay? So I see that you know you're not going to find out where you're heading to, what this new, see down here too, it just told us you're going to strategize. It didn't tell us what this new exciting thing is that you're going to be doing. Okay, so the universe doesn't want you to know yet, because if you know, that might change your decision-making process. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to draw your question cards. Okay, we're going to do a yes or no question, timing question, and advice question. Think about your questions, Gemini. Pause the video, then start it up when you're ready for the answer. Okay, yes or no question. Answer is... Whoop. The answer is... reconsider. Reconsider. Okay, your timing question. Your answer is perfect timing. Perfect timing. Okay, your answer to your advice question is, what do you want advice on? Your answer is remain positive. Remain positive. Okay, it's always good to remain positive, isn't it? Okay, last card is our Queen of the Moon Oracle. Advice for Cancer, please. Advice for Cancer for the last week of June. What's the advice that you have for Cancer for the last week of June, please? Realization. That's coming to that realization, okay, which is what you're getting here with the High Priestess. And when you're doing this reflecting and assessment here, okay, you're having a realization, and that's why you need to be in King of Swords mode. Okay, you're having that realization, and that's what's going to make you choose this new beginning. But it's up to you, of course, Gemini. It's always up to you what you choose. Some of you will choose to move on and go towards this new exciting beginning, and some of you will choose to go back around and do it one more time. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the reading there today, Gemini. Remember, if it did not resonate, check out your other signs, your Moon, Rising and Venus signs. If you did like it, please like, share, subscribe, press that little bell so you get a notification when I do my next reading for you next week. Okay, Gemini, and I'd love a comment. Please let me know how this resonated. I really love to read comments and find out. I get very excited when I get a comment. Okay, thank you so much for that, Gemini. Have a fantastic rest of the month. Bye.